There's a stupid misconception a lot of people have about YouTube editing. The truth is, it doesn't even matter. That's not even really a bold statement when you think about why videos actually do well on YouTube. You have a choice. You can take the red pill, learn what you've been missing all along about winning at YouTube, or you can take the blue pill. Forget what you learned, wake up in the morning, and lose all sense of direction in your content creation journey. If you edit for yourself, you may be able to escape the matrix and get the views that you deserve. But if you are attached to your client, after you send them your video project, its success is all determined on one thing: clicks. But before I dive into why videos get clicks, I need to talk to you video editors about why you should even care about a video's performance on YouTube. And it's for a more stupid reason than you think. It's actually because there's an absurd association between editing videos and a video's performance. Obviously, longer watch time is a good thing, because the longer that people watch, the more ads YouTube is able to show to your viewers. And the more ads they watch, the more money YouTube makes. So it would make sense why YouTube would keep promoting videos with longer watch time. They'll make more money. But that is not the direct cause of why people click on it. See, it's more like the snowball effect. When you edit a video, then publish it, what's the first thing that your viewer sees when they're scrolling? Two things: the title and thumbnail, otherwise known as the packaging, and the intro of the video, which is initiated by autoplay. But I'll get to that in a second. For this reason, if you don't master your packaging before you even create the video, all the hard work when you press publish could be down the drain in an instant. But on the flip side, if you master your titles and thumbnails but have a poorly edited video, the viewer could be misled. That would essentially be false advertising. The title and thumbnail act as the promise, and then the first 30 seconds of the video acts as the delivering on the promise. Also, if you'd like a free guide on what title and thumbnail formats are currently working on YouTube, there's a PDF linked below. But this typically isn't the editor's problem, and there's actually another thing you need to take into account when editing your video. If you don't know already, there's a feature on YouTube called autoplay, which essentially allows you to view a YouTube video without directly clicking on it. From what I've observed, this could potentially decrease the amount of time spent watching a video. I like to call it the click wall. The click wall is the point at which the viewer is sold on watching the rest of the video and thus click. Autoplay essentially can act as the trailer for the rest of the video, inherently making the intro the trailer. If the viewer decides that the section that they watched, the intro, has enough of the information that they want for the rest of the video, then they'll click. But how do you get this autoplay click as a video editor? It's called a hook. A hook usually has something to do with writing, but it can be more than that. Editing and writing can play hand in hand together to making a great video. If the video is poorly edited, it can fail. If it is poorly written, it can also fail. The determiner is how you play out your story in your writing, and then communicate that emotion and feeling you had to your editor. And if the writer and editor are both yourself, then good on you. That eliminates one obstacle to making a great video. Find out the emotion that you're going for, the theme you want or genre, and how to best transition from the intro to the rest of the video while still maintaining peak interest. The hook is supposed to grab the attention of the viewer and make them keep watching. The first 2 seconds are arguably the most important part of the hook. I like to start off with a sound effect, nice and punchy, along with a visual that is coherent to the sound. This combination delivers the wait what moment. Then comes the next part, setup. This is the next part of the hook, where the characters and story are both established. A character is something that the viewer can follow along with and relate to. This is the reference point. Everything should flow from the character's decisions because the viewer is also part of the character. If you get the character lost in an adventure, so to speak, the viewer will then follow. Since the mood and emotion are both established in the hook, it should be the first things that you edit when executing your workflow. Everything else can then be determined from there. But what if you don't have any control over the packaging in the video that you're editing? What if it's for your client? What if you're outsourcing? How do you properly communicate these ideas to the people that are around you? Or what if you have no idea how to package a video for success? Well, you can start by downloading the PDF in the description, but also here are a few takeaways that you can use the next time you are packaging a video. Try to keep your title under 55 characters. A bad example would be, I edited a YouTube video in a locked room for 24 hours, trying to post it before 8:30 a.m. the next day. No, that wouldn't work. The title and thumbnail have to work hand in hand. One is supposed to release the emotion of the video, and the other is supposed to portray what is going on inside the thumbnail. Be clickbaity without clickbaiting. This is a hard skill to master, but is almost the factor that will determine your success on YouTube. There's a difference between getting a click and being misled. In other words, if you make a promise in the title and the thumbnail and the intro of the video, you have to deliver on it as soon as possible. This is the sad reality of YouTube today. Not anybody can wait around for a good story to happen. It has to be satisfied immediately. But there are ways to make your viewer watch all the way to the end. So be sure to watch this video in order to know exactly what I'm talking about and how you watched all the way to the end on this one.